Hi everyone, so there's two things that I want to talk about in this video. The new gym that I'm going to, some things about that gym, and also the new-ish training schedule, the structure of when I work out that will be implemented, I guess it was today. So it will be continuing to be implemented past today. So the new gym that I'm going to is called World's Gym. It's in Cincinnati, Ohio, and if you're ever in the area, please do check it out. It's a really cool place, even if you don't do any sort of powerlifting type stuff. They have any equipment you can imagine in there, and I say anything, there's nothing I could think of that they don't have. That they have anything, and they've every single machine you can think of. They have dumbbells, every squat rack, Olympic bars. They have things to do like climbing stuff. They had a basketball hoop outside. They ropes, tires, anything you can imagine. It's a really neat place. And it's a place I look forward to being at a lot. And one bad thing about the gym is that it's 5 to 9, which is good and bad. 5 to 9 during the week, and on the weekends they have different hours. But thankfully, with the way that my life is scheduled or my life is structured, I'm going to be able to go in and lift consistently. And I'll talk about more about how the times will affect my training structure, because that's the times there is going to affect how I frequently lift and all of that sort of stuff. But more about the gym that we're at. The only hitch that I had to deal with was asking for permission before I could film, but when I called the manager and talked to her about it, she was completely on board. She just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to, she asked what I'm filming, and I was like, my shenanigans, and that made her laugh. And she asked if I had a tripod, and I said, yeah, you know about not getting in the way of people. I'm like, yeah, like that's the last thing I want to do in there is to get in the way of people. Because workouts, people have their stuff to do, and I want to be out of the way of other people as much as I can. And conversely, I want that same courtesy for people is to stay out of my way as much as I possibly can. One thing that really does bug me when I'm in the gym and I have my tripod and video set up is if someone waits for me to lift before walking past it. I asked them, it was like, just go past it, like please just run past it. I'll never get mad at someone for walking past my camera. The only time I get mad when I have my camera out recording is if you're standing here and you're talking to your friend. Sorry, I still got my khakis on from school. I didn't wear this t-shirt, but you're standing here and this is the video, is their hip or their butt for 35 seconds, and you can see me off in the corner trying to get some gains, trying to get that, be big and be strong, and I can't do it because your butt's in the way. And that's the only time, like frankly, and even that, like I record a lot of my clips or most of like my top set stuff, so even if someone did that for a clip, it's not that big of a deal. But that's the only time I get annoyed is if you're standing there in front of the video and just wasting the video clip of what I'm doing. But that's neither here nor there, because I had permission to film, and when I went this morning there wasn't many people in there, so the filming wasn't an issue at all, which was wonderful because I was able to record my top sets of squats and deadlifts that I did this morning. So that's all good. The gym has a lot of different amenities, so like I said, and it's a really interesting place. So if you're ever in the area, please do check it out, because it's a really interesting place, even if you don't do a crazy workout, just to see all the stuff that they have in there. But that's really about it about the new gym. So it's World's Gym in Cincinnati, and if you're curious about why I switched to this gym, I could potentially talk about this in another video. I did make a rant about that when it happened a couple days ago, because I changed the gym with the last time I worked out the other gym was like Tuesday or something, earlier, Monday or Tuesday, I forget when. But yeah, I changed like the next day because I wanted to find a new gym and place where I could do my stuff, and I immediately went to that. But I can talk more about why I made this sudden transition if you're all so interested in another video with that. The only reason I didn't want to play my rant video is because I was pretty upset about it, and I feel like I was overly upset, but at the same time it's a long story, but I didn't want to post a rant video because it just wasn't a very productive video, and I got extra upset in it. And that wasn't that I want to hide that I was upset. It's just that I lost my focus when I got upset, so it was just it was hard to be, I'm already a scatterbrained enough, and when I got upset it was just it wasn't really a productive video at that, and it wasn't like I went crazy. I couldn't really think of stuff to say. And usually that isn't a problem, but at that point it was. But if you, like I said, if you are interested, let me know, and I can potentially do that. And I haven't decided if I'd be willing to do that or not, but if enough people are doing it, that could sway me. So let me know what you think on that front. So now moving on to the shorter discussion about my training schedule and kind of what will change in that regards. What I actually do in the weight room isn't going to change too much. What I want to do with it is spread it out more. And when I have a gym that's closer, like this one's less than 20 minutes away, and one that I can go to every single morning without any issue, I want to train more frequently, which means I'll do less volume in each workout, but I'll still do the same volume in like a week. It will just be spread out throughout that week. So most likely I'll be training, if not every day, just about every day during the week, and doing less. And today I just did squats and deadlifts, and then tomorrow I'll probably do some sort of bench movement and some Olympic type movements, and then that will be it as far as my workouts will go. And then I can add in accessories on different days and kind of mix and match as far as that goes. But I want to spread out what I'm doing, and that will allow me to focus, like on the squats and deadlift. I was able to focus in on the squats, focus on deadlifts, not have to worry about doing bench later or accessories or all the other stuff I had to do. It was just those two things, and then I was done. And I think that helped my focus, and it made my workout, I think, more enjoyable, because I was able to just really think about those two lifts and not worry about all the other things that I had to do to fit in, because I didn't want to drive back and forth and whatnot. But with that, I think that will help me with those, my main lifts and also accessory moves, to be able to just isolate those more and not have to worry about throwing those in at the end of a workout. I can have a day that's dedicated to doing all those type movements. So I think that will benefit me in the long term. And like, as far as, like I said, my actual program and it's not really so much a program, but like the structure of what I'm doing isn't going to change. It's just spread out more. And ideally I'll be able to go in every morning, but if I have a teacher meeting or something, then I'll probably have to do that in the evening. And like today, I did my stuff in the morning, and I kind of want to do accessories still, so I'll probably do some band work or band resistance work, and then maybe something I implement more, because that will allow me to get some arm work in, or different, lighter type accessory movements in, without actually having to drive physically back to the gym just to do those. But as far as my recording goes, that kind of relates to that. Because I'm training more frequently, I'm going to focus on recording the stuff that I do in the morning, which will be more of the heavier stuff or more of the main stuff, or really whatever stuff I do in the morning will probably be the stuff that I record, unless it's like arms and stuff. Just because of the nature of the gym, and there still is a pretty decent amount of people there in the morning, I don't want to get in the way of people, nor do I really feel like trying to record my flies and bench or my curls and dumbbell bench or different accessory movements like that. But I'll be able to record all my main type sets without any issues really at all. Bench might be a little bit tricky, but that's an issue that I'll figure out. But I want to get my main movements, and maybe if no one is in there for whatever reason, then perhaps I'll do some accessory movements as well. But I'm not worried too much about that front, because that isn't really too interesting, I think, to anyone to watch me do curls and to do rear delt flies or any of that sort of shenanigans. So I'm not worried about that too much. But I guess I'll mention my weight. It's about 195. It's been floating around there. It goes up a little bit. I would say it's never less than 194. So ideally I'd be closer to the 190, but I'm not worried too much about it now. I'm basically just trying I'm not trying to bulk eat, not just trying to eat as much as I can. I'm just eating as much as I want. So if I maintain my weight, if I start gaining weight, getting closer to 200 when I weigh myself in the morning, then I'll get a little bit worried about it. But right now I'm cool with it, and I'm looking forward to getting in all my workouts at the gym, and perhaps because I'm training more frequently, I'll lose a little bit of weight, which wouldn't be bad, because I'm horribly obese and I need to get my weight under control so I don't die. But I'll be able to do a lot more, and I'll be able to mess around with my accessories a lot more. And hopefully, actually that's the last thing I'll end this video on, this is, because I'm training more frequently and training with less volume, I'll hopefully be able to add more plyometric type stuff, because I do have boxes to do box jumps. They have a basketball hoop out there, so they have different things to where you can work on jumping type stuff and perhaps sprint type stuff as well. Not so much space for that, more so outside than anything, but there's a lot of space to do a lot of different things, so I want to incorporate those other things that I couldn't do at the previous gym to this gym now. Like I said in the previous clip, if you are interested in the whole story about why I radically changed or quickly changed my gyms, let me know, and I'll consider doing that. Even if you all say it, I may decide that I don't want to. I'm undecided. Perhaps if some of you can be extra convincing down in the comments, I'll have to change my mind on that front, or make up my mind one way or the other on that front. And also, like I mentioned, I want to work out with Derek Mortensen at some point, and if I mispronounce his name, just click his link down below and look at his videos, and hopefully we'll get a chance to work out with him at some point. It should be really fun just to see someone that's really strong do his thing as far as his lifting stuff goes. But let me know what you all think of this video down below, and that's really about it. So as always, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.